today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
The ball carrier.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Their own 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first, they want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And it's incomplete.
Haskins' pass incomplete on the throwaway. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
10 yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
4-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the end. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make... And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30.
Second and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
In the end zone. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Takes over first and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's that man again. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. it's a mental aspect that's going on, because right now he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Number 10.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome?
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Haskins pass. Intercepted by Washington.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. This is caught. Gronkowski. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
28. Cowboys 7.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And certainly they are pleased to know that they will be in the postseason. That's the good news. They've clinched a spot at least. The bad news, at least for now, they would have to make a run out of that 6-hole CD, and that's not an easy prospect.
Not at all, especially with how loaded this conference is. And think about the thought of trying to run through 3 road games just to the Super Bowl. It seems unlikely, but we have seen it happen before.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Down and 10 yards to go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From midfield now, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 7.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Haskins. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Haskins back to the air. And Wilson has it. They find some open field here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in a position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll find Hall. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Picked off at the 39. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's